Hello, everybody! Today, I'm going to show you how to make this cool little travel token keychain. It's a fun little keepsake to remember your favorite adventures. And it's the perfect gift for someone you shared the journey with. Like always, we're starting things off with some 3D printing. This first piece is a punch hole jig and cutting stencil for the leather I'm using. The second one helps stiffen things up, so the keychain ends up nice and sturdy. Here's the leather I'm using today. I got it off Amazon. It's pre-used and came in smaller pieces, which actually makes it perfect for a project like this. And I really love the darker brown tone. I used some double-sided tape to stick the cutting stencils and punch hole jig onto the leather, just to keep everything in place and stop it from shifting around while I work. With a sharp scalpel or utility knife, cutting the leather is super easy. After cutting out both leather circles, I'm using this tool. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. It has a wooden handle and a sharp needle at the end, which makes it super easy to transfer the holes from the stencil onto the leather. I also need to cut out this small slit where I'll later thread a leather strap through. That's what connects the keychain to the carabiner. For this, I'm using a sharp scalpel with a really fine tip. Pre-punching the holes really makes it a lot easier to stitch the two leather pieces together in the next step. The other 3D printed part goes between the two layers. It's there to make the keychain stiff and keep it from bending. I used a regular clamp from the hardware store to hold everything in place, so the holes line up perfectly and nothing shifts around. Now all that's left is to stitch around the entire circle using 2 needles and some thread. After stitching all the way around, I trim off the excess thread and tie a double knot to secure it. Then I melt the leftover ends with a lighter to keep everything neat and in place. Now I'm cutting the leather strap I talked about earlier. Then I just played around a bit to figure out the right spot for the snap, so the keyring ends up sitting centered on the leather patch. I ordered a little set of snap buttons from Amazon and picked one that fits the look of the keychain. After that, I used a hole punch to make the holes in the strap where the snap will go. I also got this matte black carabiner. It matches the leather and the metal tokens really nicely, if you ask me. What do you guys think? Alright, now let's move on to the travel tokens. I designed and 3D printed a little helper tool for this. Basically, I can stick the washer in place using a bit of tape underneath, and on top there's a grid I can adjust for each letter I punch in. I designed the jig so that the top row holds 4 digits for the year, and the bottom row is for the name of the country or city I visited. The hole for the stamping pin is sized exactly to fit the punch from that Amazon Basics steel stamp set. I stamp the name of the country letter by letter onto the washer. Hopefully you can see how the result turns out. It's a bit blurry on camera, but I'll show you some closer shots of all the tokens I made in just a second. And here's the final result, the finished keychain along with the tokens. I originally made this as a Christmas gift for my girlfriend, and I loved the idea so much that I ended up making one for myself too. Now, we carry all our shared adventures right on our keychains. Ta-da! And that's it. I also experimented with some other versions, like a hexagon shape, and even tried plotting a logo on top of the leather using my girlfriend's plotter. That idea turned out pretty cool too, and I might come back to it in a future video, but overall, the round shape worked best for me. Let me know what you think. Like always, I've uploaded all the STL files you'll need for this project to my MakerWorld account, so you can go ahead and make your own travel token keychain. If you like the video or have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!